celebrate the birth of Jesus without truly knowing who Jesus is and everything that he did and will do for each and every one of us. We each believe in God, right? Do you truly believe in God? Then we must believe in the Son as well. At this point, Jesus is letting his disciples know that he will be leaving soon to prepare a place for them in heaven. The same way that he is leaving, he will return for his disciples, and he will return for you and myself as well. Well, at least that's the hope that we have, right?
Yeah.
That he will return for us. The disciples are troubled at this point. They're like, what's going on? My whole world just went up, you know? We're just told that one disciple will betray Jesus and that another one will deny him 3 times. And now to top it all off, Jesus is like, it's time for me to leave and prepare a place for you guys in my Father's house. Till this point, the disciples trusted Jesus to some extent, though. But here, Jesus is asking them for a deeper level of trust and love. And if they trust Jesus, then they must trust in the Father, because the Father was in the Son, and the Son in the Father. And this is found in John 14:10. The disciples had to trust that in knowing the Father, he would open his home for them and for us as well here on earth. We are promised not just a room, but we are promised a personal relationship with the Father. How amazing is that? Aren't you guys excited for that? I mean, not only are we going to get a room up in heaven, we're promised a relationship with the Father. A promise that should motivate a different way of living. And like I said, if that doesn't motivate you guys, I have no idea what motivates you. Because it's like, hey, one day, God has a place for me. I'm going to be up in heaven with him. I'm going to have this relationship with him. Woo! Let's get to work on earth, spread the word, and let's do this. But if that doesn't motivate you, then how are we going to grow this core? It's like, yeah, let's go pass out flyers. Oh, hey, there's a core right across the street. Come visit us. You think people are going to be like, oh, I want to go where they're going? No, and be like, wow, that's pretty. There's no excitement. Like, you know, we need to show them, hey, the Salvation Army across the street, we have kids programs, we have adult Bible study, we have all this going on. Come join us. Then they're going to be like, hey, I want to be there. So then Jesus tells us that he is the way to the Father. There's no other way to the Father except through him. The way to him is not just a destination, but the way to a relationship with the Father. Jesus is the way. Jesus the person. Not merely the principle or the truth that he came to teach. Jesus never separated himself from his word. He always expected loyalty to his teachings and loyalty to himself. We see that he always spoke with authority from his personal origin and his status as the Son of God. Once he started preaching, when he let everyone know that he was the Son of God, he always said, my Father. This is my Father's word. This is what my Father wants. And he spoke that with authority. He wasn't like, I think this is what my Father wants. I think this is what I should be doing. No, he was like, no. This is what we're doing. This is what my Father wants from you. This is what my Father wants from me. There is no other way to get to the Father except through the Son. We cannot go look for the back door to heaven. There ain't no back door. There ain't no, hey, I have a connection with Philip and Thomas up there. He'll get me in. No. The only way to get to the Father is through the Son. In fact, the Father gave Jesus he gave Jesus as the world's salvation. If we look for other ways, we are denying the Son, and if we deny the Son, then we're denying the Father. Throughout all of the teachings of Jesus Christ, he explains the basis of his role as the way to the Father. This leads to a unique relationship. Jesus indwelled in the Father, as he's told Philip in verse 14:10, the first part. It says, "Don't you believe that I am the Father and that the Father is in me?" He's obediently expressed what the Father had told him to say to the nation. He's not just saying, "Oh, I think I'm no. The Father told him, you are, I am in you." That's what the Father told him to say. So the second part of that verse says, "The words I say to you are not just my own. Rather, it is the Father living in me who is doing his work." Point 2. Jesus answered, "I am the truth." We live in the world that wants the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. What will you guys do to obtain the truth? We teach our kids not to lie because we want them to speak the truth. And they all could attest, me and my wife are always telling them, tell the truth. If you don't tell us the truth, it's going to be worse. You're lying to us if you don't tell us the truth. But if you tell us the truth, "Hey, I accidentally spilled the milk. Thank you for telling me the truth." Doesn't mean they're getting off with. But we want the truth. We teach our kids to tell us the truth. We even put people in prison who lie in court. So we live in a society that we want the truth. Do we believe everything that is in the Bible? Or are we the type of people that are like, I only believe on the parts that benefit me? And that's like a question to really ask yourself in prayer is, do I believe everything